Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody's Monday going? Is everybody off to a good start to the week? How are you all doing on this Monday afternoon? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. So, the Yankees have a new series. This time it's against the Tampa Bay Rays on a 4-game set. So it's going to be a 4-game set against their division rival. How do things pan out in this series? We'll just have to wait and see. Rays are always going to give the Yankees a hard time, as we have seen. That's never a surprise. They're always a pesky team. But how do they perform against the Yankees this week? We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be an interesting game. The lineup is out. It's a little different for the Tampa Bay Rays. You look at their last 10 games, not exactly the greatest. They have a 3-7 record. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now. They have a 53-53 record, so they're at a 500 record at the moment. As far as wild card spot goes, I mean, they're 3 games behind. So, they're 3 games behind in the wild card. So, they could still very well be, they're still contenders. In my opinion, they're still contenders. They could still, make the postseason, but we'll see how things turn out. We'll see how things turn out in this series. But the Yankees won yesterday against the Phillies. That's encouraging. That's good news. You love to see that. Hopefully they could get a winning streak going, right? Hopefully they can. I would love for them to go 3 out of 4 against Tampa Bay. A sweep would even be better, but we'll see how things turn out. In other news, I'm sure you all heard. Carlos Carrasco has been traded to the Atlanta Braves in exchange for cash. The amount is not known, so that small move by the New York Yankees. And the New York Yankees, right, they're continuing to be linked to a lot of players, right? There's been mention of like Willie Castro, some pitchers such as like, Jake Bird and John Durant, Griffin Jacks, Joe Ryan. They're linked to a lot of pitchers. Mitch Keller. We'll see what Cashman does. I mean, Cashman, it sounds like, a lot of folks are saying that Cashman's going to make a big splash, but we'll see if Cashman does make that big splash. We're waiting for it, but there have been reports saying that he is looking for another right-handed bat. So we'll see how things turn out. We'll see who the Yankees trade away, right? There's been some rumblings of who the Yankees might trade. So, there's been a couple of names mentioned, right? Ben Rice's name has been mentioned. Trent Grisham's name has been mentioned. Are either one of these guys going to get moved? I don't know. But if it's going to get something of value back, by all means, you do what you got to do. But, Cashman's playing it smart. I know some folks, there might be some fans out there that are saying for the Yankees to just focus on next season, but I think that's silly. If that's really the case, it's like, look, they shouldn't have made the moves that they did in the offseason. I know things are rough for them right now, right? The pitching has taken a beating, or has been taken a beating despite the win yesterday. The pitching actually looked perfect yesterday. The pitching's been struggling, right? Judge is hurt right now. He's on the 10-day IL with a flexor strain, but he should be back, and he'll be back in the DH role for the time being. And then we'll see. We'll see when he decides to take the field. And speaking of taking the field, there was a video of Giancarlo Stanton taking reps at right field. I don't know how you all feel about that. I mean, I'm glad the guy's saying, I'll do whatever I can to help out the team. I love that. I love that. That team player, right? He's going to do everything he can to help out his squad. But I'm not exactly for it, just because of the fact that, the guy, he's not a fast runner. Obviously, his legs, man, it concerns me. And just obviously with his injury history. right? I mean, he's still a great player. I mean, he's been productive since he's been back. I don't really care what anybody has to say, but he has been great. Let's see how things progress from here. Let's see what happens. But it'll be pretty awesome if the Yankees, broke out some Yankee news came out. And sorry, I'm just kind of messing around with the screen here. If Yankees news comes out during the game or something, or during the pregame that they made a big trade, and I would love to announce it live. But that being said, we'll talk about this more, and we'll get into the lineup. We'll get everybody's predictions. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick. So first person in the building, Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? How are you? Nosebleed section, what is up? Katie, how are you? Jonathan is in the building. Joseph Salvatore is in the building. Who else we got in the building? We got Matthew in the building. What's up, man? Victor, what is going on? Pertruzzi, what is up? Robert, Jacob Frederick, the other Jacob's in the building. What's up? Jake Boss is in the building. We got 3 Jakes in the building, man. We got Boss, Frederick, and Pertruzzi. Desiree, what's up? Good to see you. How are you? Who else we got in the building? We got Khadija in the building. Yeah, apparently we're favorites for Dustin May. I'd say pass. Yeah, well, for me personally, Class A was never on my list, but even without the gambling stuff, he was never on my list of players that I wanted. Me personally, I know other fans will love him. Railbird, how are you? Who else we got in the building? Oh yeah, Dev Finch is in the building. We got Keith in the building. What's up, Keith? How's it going, man? I'm doing well. How are you? Eugenio Suarez, I predict the Tigers. I think he goes to the Tigers. That's what I think. Jake says, guys, not gonna lie, I think the fact that they're going after Dustin May seems like they're not serious. Could just be smoke and mirrors for all we know there, dude. Yeah, Dustin May's on the Dodgers. But said what's up to the chat. We'll continue with the conversation here. So again, trade deadline, it's just like the offseason, right? There's like so much clickbait. There's players linked. Yankees are linked to just about every player on the planet. You name it, right? And it's a lot of clickbait, but we don't know who the Yankees are talking to or who they have talked to, right? What's up, Brian? How's it going? I mean, apparently, I don't know if Brandon Donovan is still in the conversation. Sounds like Willie Castro is in the conversation. But the Yankees are looking for another right-handed bat, apparently, and they're looking at pitching. So pitching is the biggest thing, and I've been screaming it for a while now that they need to go after pitching, pitching, particularly with the bullpen. So we'll see what kind of moves they make there. They were talking with the Rockies about Jake Bird. I don't know what the extent of that conversation is. I don't have that connection, but I would love for them to go after Jake Bird. I like Jake Bird a lot. I would love for them to get Jake Bird. I've been wanting him. Are you going to be live for the? Unfortunately, I'm not going to be live. I have some things that I have to take care of. On that Thursday, I might go live after the game because I know the Rays and Yankees are having an early game. I might go live after the game, and maybe like an hour prior or something before the deadline ends. So about like that 5:00 East Coast time. So we'll see. I just got to play it out, but I got some things I have to take care of on that's more urgent than going live. So I'll keep you all posted. Just make sure you hit the notification bells. What's up, Jackson? How's it going? Jake is asking if they're looking for another right-handed bat. Does that mean Judge's injury is more serious? I don't know about all that. I think they're just trying to balance out the lineup, and they're trying to look for another solid bat to add to the lineup. It wouldn't hurt for them to have another right-handed bat, honestly, because they're heavily loaded with lefty bats. It wouldn't hurt for them to get another righty bat, a good one too, a good one. And they were looking for a right-handed bat before Judge's injury, but adding a second bat, though, I didn't think they were going to get a second bat, but it wouldn't hurt them. Yeah, honestly, with Judge or not, or no Judge, it wouldn't hurt them. Yeah, they could do another deal with the Rockies, Victor. I mean, they could. Got to wonder what the asking price is going to be for Jake Bird. I'm sure I'd be curious, but the other guy that I would want them to go after is Halverson from the Rockies too, but he's probably going to cost a lot more because he's in his pre-arb years right now, whereas Jake Bird is in his arb years. So for sure, I feel like whatever arms Cashman is going to go after, I'm sure it's guys that he wants to go after are like guys with controllable years, because we do know that Cashman loves arms with controllable years. And yeah, whatever you say, Yasin. William G, what's up, man? Did the Jays play the O's this morning? You know what? I'm not sure. Let me check that real quick. Did they play the O's this morning? Doesn't look like it. Was there supposed to be a doubleheader? It looks like they're playing them tonight. Looks like there's a game tonight. Only reporting they're talking about Harrison Bader. I mean, do we really want Harrison Bader back? I mean, I have nothing against Harrison Bader. I like the guy, but do I really want the Yankees to reunite with him? Personally, I don't. But that's just my opinion. Nosebleed saying, I see another bat if they move a lefty from the current roster. I mean, a lefty bat, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, right? So personally, another lefty bat, I mean, again, Ben Rice's name has been mentioned. I'm not saying I want the Yankees to trade him, but it might have to come down to that. Yeah, hopefully Jones is back, and we got Hank in the building, Texas Liberty. Best team in baseball after All-Star break. I mean, look out for the Rangers, man. Look out for the Texas Rangers. They could very well sneak in. There's always that one team that sneaks in. Unfortunately. Do I think the Reds will do the good for the rest of the season? Are you a Reds fan? I'm just curious, but if you are, cool. You know what, man? I'm not sleeping on the Reds. The Reds got a good team. They got a good manager in Terry Francona. I don't know if they're planning on making any moves during the deadline, but I would love for I wouldn't be surprised if they made a run for it. If they did, they could. To me, they could very well be contenders. Because where are they in the wild card right now in the National League? Yeah, I mean, they're only a game out, really. So, I watch out for the Reds. That was a team I was like, these guys could be a serious threat in the offseason or during the 2025 season. Especially when they hired Terry Francona. I'm like, yeah, watch out for these guys. Yeah, I did see that, Petruzzi. Thanks for sharing that. So he's going to make it. Luis Hill, folks, is going to make his last rehab start at AAA tomorrow. So after that, he'll be back with the Yankees. I'm sure they'll plug him back into the rotation. Cannot wait to see him back. Let's see how he does, how he adjusts. He probably is going to need a game or two. Maybe he doesn't, and he does well in his 2025 debut. But the Yankees need him back, though. They desperately need some pitching. So back, whether it's from their injuries or in a trade. Yeah, well, I never wanted Clase anyway. even without the gambling situation. I just was not on the Class A train personally. The AL Wild West, everyone got a chance. Yeah. Again, looking at their standings, AL West. Yeah, I mean, Mariners, Rangers, right? I mean, Athletics don't have a chance. You know, Mariners, Rangers are both in the wild card right now, and I believe the Astros right now are in first place, right? So, yeah, I mean, again, anything is possible. My trade deadline, starting pitcher predicting Yankees, Merrill Kelly, Blue Jays, Zach Gallen, Mets, Mitch Keller, Padres, Sandy Alcantara, Red Sox, Edward Cabrera, Rangers, Zach Eflin, Padres, Andrew Heaney. So these are your predictions. Okay, I could respect that. And shout out to Florida Marlins Hockey Club. What's up? First time seeing you in the live stream. Welcome. What's going on, man? Who do I think the Yankees would take out when Hill is back? Because right now you have Fried, Rodon, Stroman, Will Warren, Cam Schlittler. So a couple of things could happen. Hill gets back into the rotation. I think that's what the Yankees want to do. I think that's the game plan. So either Schlittler gets sent back down, or you could see Stroman or Warren go back to the bullpen, or one of those guys gets traded. Or, you know, they keep Schlittler in the rotation. I don't know. There's options. There's a few things that the Yankees could do. What are they going to do? It beats me, man. I don't want them to trade Jones. I've heard some sportscasters talking about giving up Rice and Dominguez for pitchers. Is that a possibility? It is a possibility. Dominguez's name has been mentioned quite a bit. I don't think Jones gets traded. The Yankees have to be blown away by a team that wants Spencer Jones. But I could see the Yankees trading away Ben Rice before they do Dominguez. I think Dominguez is here to stay, but I have been wrong before. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, that's American League for you right now, right? So it's anybody's. I don't think any team has a shot of winning the World Series, maybe besides the Tigers. Yeah, I mean, the National League is strong, no doubt, man. National League is strong, but there's really, I mean, the American League doesn't look hot, right? You know, the National League is strong. Maybe besides the Tigers, but it's the Tigers, you know, as of late, they've been struggling. In their last 10 games, they're 2-8, believe it or not. And they got hammered by the Blue Jays this past weekend. So, you know, the Tigers still, I believe, just looking at the American League right now, I mean, they were the best team in the AL at one point, right? But right now, it's the Blue Jays are just hammering in the American League right now. So, you know, they have the best record in the American League right now with a 63-43 record. Yeah, Mariners, somehow, someway, they'll choke it up. You have Yohan Suarez going to the Tigers. For some reason, I see it happening, man. You've been here a while, just change your name a lot. What was your name prior, dude? I'm curious. Yeah, Schlittler has options. That's why I could see him getting sent back down. That's a possibility. Yo, Nathan, what's up, Nathan? Shout out to Nathan. Sports Rush. My man Nathan is in the building. Trade Schlittler, I don't see it. I gave a prediction on that. I don't remember what I said for Ryan O'Hearn. He's a first baseman, right? If he's the first baseman, I did say the Texas Rangers. But shout out to Nathan, man. Doing his thing out there, as always, him and his team. Just doing meet and greets, helping us out, helping us content creators out all the time with interviews. So always appreciate that. Rock Reggio, yes, the baseball camera Rock Reggio. That should be a lot of fun, man. I would love to talk to that guy. Hint, hint. But I know it's in the middle of the season, so probably a little harder to talk to these guys. If Judge can only DH, what's the plan? I mean, really, the plan is it's him and Giancarlo are going to be sharing that position, and they're going to have to, they're going to have to figure out the outfield. Sports Roblox, okay. I don't think I've ever seen that name either. Yeah, I know Bryce Harper went off on Rob Manfred. Oh, okay. Ryan O'Hearn. Yeah, see, I think I said Texas Rangers for him. Rangers, Yankees. Could be, man. Could be. Yeah, could be. And Schlittler's starting tonight against the Rays. It'll be his third career start in the majors. First couple of starts, he looked good. He looked good. He's got a lot of potential. Has good stuff. Just needs to work on the control a little bit, right? But you got to give him time. I mean, Stroman, besides the game on Saturday, I mean, since he's been back, he actually gave good quality starts, except for that game against the Phillies. But outside of that, I mean, when he came back, he looked good. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he'll be successful the rest of the way, but it's I liked what I've seen from him. The only way I say the Yankees winning the AL East is if they make some good moves at the deadline. If they get good quality players and they could get a winning streak going, man, absolutely. And once they get some of their reinforcements coming back from the IL, I could see it. But they just got to start putting together some wins, man. Stop making silly mistakes. Well, that's why I don't want him in the outfield. I don't really want him in the outfield. Yeah, I mean, on paper, yeah, the Yankees have it easier, but they have to make it easy. There were games that they should have absolutely won, earlier in the season, but they didn't, unfortunately. But that's baseball for you. But and speaking of injured players, so Clark Schmidt actually got the Tommy John surgery with the internal brace. So he's probably going to be out about 11 to 13 months, but he is anticipating himself to come back in the second half of the season in 2026 and help the Yankees, help the Yankees succeed and go out there and win some games. Does it happen? I don't know. We'll see what his status is once we get there. But it sounds like, he got the Tommy John surgery with the internal brace. Yandy Diaz, Brandon Lau, Pete Fairbanks. I don't know. I think they stay, personally. With bad teams, I mean, most of the series, yeah, they won a lot of series against some bad teams, but they won series against good teams too. I get what you're saying though, Lou, but do I think the Guardians make a move after the Clase news? No, I don't. I mean, they're going to be sellers. I mean, as far as moves go, they'll be sellers. The Padres, I mean, I'd look back right now, but we'll save that for another day. Stephen Kwan, I don't see it. I don't see Stephen Kwan getting traded. For some reason, I see him continuing to play with the Guardians. Impossible, isn't it? Well, J-Ram has a no trade clause. And what would it take to get him? You're it's gonna cost you Spencer Jones, George Lombard Jr., Cam Schlittler. I mean, it's gonna cost those guys. So, what up, Rodney? What's going on, dude? How are you, bro? Everything all right? Everything good? Hanging in there? Let me know. But shout out to my guy, Rodney. What's up, bro? Yeah, Seth Lugo signed an extension, so we could forget about him getting traded. So we could forget about him. Yeah, Class A is under investigation with Major League Baseball because of gambling. He's the second Guardians player to get busted for that, to be investigated. The other guy was LL Ortiz. I don't know what's going on out there in Cleveland. A couple of guys got some gambling issues. I don't know. Rodney says getting better. Good, man. I'm glad you're getting better. Good. Okay, you're giving your predictions here. All right, man. Get ready for your show. I appreciate you popping in there, Victor. Says 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, home runs by McMahon, Stanton. Yankees win 9-3. All right. You have a great show as well. Thank you so much. What up, Javi? What's going on, Javi? What up, my dude? What's going on, buddy? How are you? Katie's coming in with the 10-2. Yeah, right, Susan? Mets and Phillies trade deadline predictions. Mets need pitching. I don't know who they're going to go after. I mean, they could go after Dylan Cease. They could go after Sandy Alcantara. Eddie Snaps, what up, dude? He says the Milwaukee Brewers are working to finalize a deal to acquire catcher Danny Jensen from the Tampa Bay Rays. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. Jack Franzino, welcome. Thanks for joining, man. How are you? You think the Nats would trade Gore for Warren, Schlittler, Lombard, Pereira, and more? Or does the Rosario trade put an end to that? I know the Yankees were apparently linked to Gore, but I don't think it's going to Warren, Schlittler, Lombard, Pereira, no way. They're not going to trade that many guys for Mackenzie Gore. Absolutely not, man. There's no way that's going to happen. That's a lot for Gore. How much better is Rosario better than DJ? Rosario's bat is fantastic, especially against lefties. He's got an OPS of 816 against lefties, so he'll be valuable against lefty pitching. He'll be better than DJ at hitting at this stage right now. Fielding, DJ's a better fielder, no doubt. But also keep in mind Rosario is only a rental, and he's a cheap rental right now. So I think the Yankees. I can't foresee the Yankees re-signing him. Although, who knows? Because with Oswaldo Cabrera potentially coming back for next season. Like my man Rodney says, smash the like button and join the Yankees family. Even if you're a fan of another team, please join, because I always like to know what other fans think of their teams. I always like having those conversations. So I got subscribers that are Red Sox fans, Orioles, Astros, like Mets, Phillies, the Rays, Orioles. Like I said, I don't care if you're a fan of another team. You're always welcome here. Well, Spencer Jones, back spasms right now. Spencer Jones has back spasms. And not to mention, I think if the Yankees bring him up, they're going to bring him up in September. Because they don't want him to get – there's a certain number of at-bats that if he gets it, it's going to put him into like a rookie status. They want to save that. They don't want to waste this pre-arb year. Sorry, Dev. Feel better there, buddy. What would a Gore trade look like? Remember, he's already shown ace potential. And he has a ton of years left. A lot to move. Maybe swap Lombard for Peraza. Yeah, but Peraza is going to get either moved or he's going to get DFA'd. I'd be surprised if he's still on this team by the end of this month. I don't know. I mean, for Rosario, they traded away Clayton Beater and Braun Martinez from who plays in the Dominican League for the Yankees. I mean, Mackenzie Gore. What is his contract looking like right now? I just want to see what his contract looks like. Well, he's under team control for this season, 2026, 2027. He's free agent 2028. Young guy. I mean, it might have to be somebody in their, maybe one of their guys in the top 10. Maybe you could trade away an Everson Pereira in that. I'm not giving up a lot for Gore, though. I mean, this isn't like Paul Skeens or Scooble. I like Gore. Don't get me wrong. All right, man. Have a good day. What's up, Sunil? Good to see you. Well, Stan's going to stay with the Yankees. Stan's not going anywhere. First off, he has a no trade clause, so he's not. He'll use that. But yeah, they're Stan's not going nowhere. Yeah, but yeah, I heard we're gonna make. Yeah, well, that's they're saying Brian Cashman's gonna make a big move. We'll see. We're waiting, obviously, but yeah, really, yeah, Stanton ain't going nowhere. You got the Mets getting Cedric Mullins. Yeah, to play there in center field, it makes sense because the center fielder that they have right now, he'd be a better. I mean, Mullins would be a better option. Valid. Appreciate the responses. We'll see. Not too many better options available at the moment, seemingly. Well, the only other pitcher I would want the Yankees to trade for, and I like this guy is Joe Ryan from the Twins. That's another solid bat or starter right there. Yeah, Jensen to Brewers. Yeah, just saw that. Well, yeah, a few of you are sharing that. Thank you all for sharing that. But do you see the Yankees trading for Joe Ryan, Griffin Jacks, Joe Durant from the Twins? I could see it, but is it going to happen? At this point, we'll see. Luis Robert Jr. going to the Phillies. Okay. Oh, how funny. Jensen was going to be in the Rays lineup tonight. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, he was. Oh, my God. And it's funny, too, because I was going to go over both the lineups for both teams, and he was in there, so he's going to be scratched. So I wonder if they're going to put in like Ben Rortvedt or something. Joe Ryan, is he number 2, number 3, number 4? I put him at number 3 because you got Fried, Rodon, Joe Ryan. Yankees go. That's right. Joining us from Twitch. Yeah, whatever you say there, Petruzzi. I'm not selling Rortvedt short. I'm just saying, is he going to be the guy that's in the lineup for the for the Rays? Jackson, sup. What's going on? What's up? What's up? Goose Scotch just said a lack of windup is causing all of our injuries. Well, they're also having these guys throw a lot harder and a lot of spin rate. So that's also coming into play. So Fried, Rodon, Ryan Schlittler, and either Stroman, Hill, or Warren. This is 1 through 5, you're thinking? At the moment, yeah. Assuming Ryan is on the team, I'd go Fried, Rodon, Ryan, Schlittler, Hill, or Hill, then Schlittler, or Warren. I don't know. Yankees, they're going to have to solve some problems in that rotation, man. If they were to get Joe Ryan, obviously Luis Hill is going to come back. What do they do? Stroman, again, Stroman, with the exception of Saturday, Stroman and his other starts looked really good. Well, that wouldn't surprise me either. Reds and Dodgers. I'm not sleeping on the Reds, man. Reds have been hot. Reds actually have been really good. So again, let me look at the standings, because Reds they're competing, right? I'm not counting those guys out. They are definitely competing. Looking at the last 10 games, right? The Reds are 7-3. The Dodgers are 4-6. Dodgers are on a 2-game losing streak. The Reds are on a 4-game winning streak. So, the Reds they're hot right now. So I could see the Reds winning or beating the Dodgers, honestly. What are you sharing here? Petruzzi, Rays are trading Danny Jensen to Brewers for a prospect. Also working on a deal to acquire a catcher. First on Jensen News, Jeff Passon. Thank you for sharing. I got no problems with Stroh, man. Like I said, he's looked good in his last few starts, with the exception of Saturday. Oh, trust me, I would love for the Yankees to get Joe Ryan. Yeah, and they got a good manager, Francona. Bro, Francona's the man. Yeah, I know they're 1 game out of a wild card spot. That's what I'm saying, man. The Reds they're gonna fight. They're gonna compete. I'm not sleeping on the Reds. As soon as they hired Terry Francona as their manager, I'm like, watch out for the Reds, man. Watch out for the Cincinnati Reds. These guys could surprise you. They could be one of those teams that makes a big push in August and September. They get hot, go into the postseason. They might surprise you. Watch out for them. Rockies and Guardians. Guardians. Guardians, 100%. All right. Damn, we're almost 40 minutes into the live stream. Shout out to all of you. Time flies when you're having a good time. But let's talk about these lineups for the Rays and Yankees. Who do I think is this year's Tigers, in your opinion? What? I don't understand your question. Yeah, the vested option. The vesting option there, Snell, after 140 innings. I don't know that he's going to get that, though. I understand, Frederick. But let's talk about the lineup for tonight. Let's talk about this lineup. So, starting lineup for tonight's game for the Rays, you have Simpson, Diaz, Aranda, Caminero, Lowe, Mangum, Gray. Was supposed to be Jensen, but he just got traded, so we'll see who plays tonight in his place. And Walls. Rasmussen is your starting pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays. For the New York Yankees, you have Grisham leading things off. Dominguez is batting second, so a little bit of a different lineup. Obviously, Judge is hurt. Bellinger's batting third. Stanton batting cleanup. He's DHing. Jazz is batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Goldschmidt's in the lineup playing first. Newly acquired Ryan McMahon playing third base. He'll be batting seventh. Volpe Wells at the dish. Volpe batting ninth. Folks in the chat, let me know what you all think about this lineup. How do you all feel about this lineup? Do better, Sunil. Jeez. Marlins and Cardinals. Let's see. Man, you really want me to make these predictions, don't you, there, Jax? Marlins and Cardinals. 7-3 for the Marlins in the last 10. I'll go Marlins. Marlins could be one of those they could be one of those teams that that make a push towards the postseason. Watch out for them. So I don't have any issues with this lineup, but I do think they're going to have trouble hitting Rasmussen. You know, it's funny. Rasmussen, the last time he pitched against the Yankees, I believe he went 6 innings, gave up the 1 run. The Yankees ended up winning that game 1-0, actually. Carlos Rodon pitched against him, and actually Rodon pitched really well in that game. The Yankees ended up winning that game 1-0. Believe it or not. But Rasmussen had a good he had a good outing. I believe he went like 5 2/3. He had like 6 strikeouts. So, you know, Rasmussen's a good pitcher. He's a good pitcher. I think the Yankees are, they're definitely gonna be challenged tonight. There's no doubt. So, but Volpe's batting last, yeah. I don't have many issues with the lineup, but I do think they're going to have trouble, yeah, for sure. Home runs, Belly, Chisholm, and Goldie. Probably when the lefty pitcher's up. Yeah, that would be awesome, Javi. I like McMahon. McMahon in the last couple of games, he's made some excellent plays. Immediate upgrade at third base. I mean, you know, the plays that he made, those plays were not going to be made by either Vivas or Peraza. Guaranteed, man. Like, yeah, I really like McMahon at third. Braves or Royals? I'll say Royals. Yeah, I like Volpe at 9. Nostalgic for my favorite number 11. Still like Volpe, though. Understood. You're one of the few people that likes Volpe. A lot of folks in here do not like Volpe, man. So, Brewers versus Cubs. Let's go Cubs. Yeah, you'll see Rosario against the lefty. And shout out to my man Rodney for the gifted membership. Thank you so much, bro. Who got the gifted membership? Jake Boss, you are the recipient. Hell yeah. Yeah, well deserved there, Jake Boss. You are the man. Rodney, you're the man. Jake Boss, you just received a Strike Zone membership from Rodney. So, Rodney, one of the most giving people in this community. So, thank you, man. You are awesome. Yeah, probably. Jackson's probably asking me because he's probably betting. Mets or Padres? Mets or Padres? Mets are 7-3. Padres are 5-5. I'll go Mets. Had a feeling we'd settle, quote unquote, settle for McMahon, but he does look kind of great on both ends. Yeah, for sure. I mean, McMahon, watching him, I live out here in Colorado, and before anybody asks, no, I'm not from Colorado, but I've been out here for a long time. New York native. McMahon's got a solid glove. The reason why I didn't want McMahon at the time was because it was just another lefty bat in the lineup. But defensively, there was no question that this man was a freaking upgrade, and he has been in the last couple of games. It's a night and day difference. Him and Rosario are better than having Vivas and Peraza. I said it. Red Sox versus Twins. I got Red Sox. Rangers or Angels? I got the Rangers. So, yeah, hopefully, Chua. Hopefully. What's going on? But as far as the lineup goes, folks, again, here, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up one more time, just so we could talk about it. Astros or M's? I got the Astros. So, yeah, I don't know why Dominguez is not leading off, but he is batting second, so he's batting higher in the lineup. Bellinger batting third is fine. I got no problems with Jazz batting fifth. Actually, there's really nothing I would change about this lineup, to be honest with you. Chua, I hate to break it to you, but the Blue Jays. Bryce A says need JoJo Romero. He will be the best reliever required. JoJo Romero is on my list. Another lefty added to the bullpen to help out Tim Hill. Sign me up, dude. I would love to have JoJo Romero or Ryan Helsley. I mean, he's a right-handed pitcher, but sure, maybe the Yankees are looking into both. Oh, and you don't have to say your name, but someone did buy me a coffee. To the person that did buy me a coffee, thank you so much. You are awesome. So gifted membership and someone just bought me a coffee. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the support as always. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, it was you? Oh, Brooklyn. Susan, thank you. Thank you so much. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. Oh, you're not making bets? Good. I mean, I know there's people that bet. I mean, I'm against it. I know they say gamble responsibly, but still, I'm against it. But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But nah, you're good, Susan. But thank you so much. What up, Sco? No, but sounds like you want to come out of retirement and go pitch. Hey, what up, Giku? I'll have 21 runs in 2 weeks, and we won't have even one World Series game without him. He's still okay. All right, that's I'm surprised that you said that, Giku. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. Check my DMs. Everybody tell me to check my DMs. Send it to me, Jackson. Send me the matchups, please, if you don't mind, and I'll tell you, bro. I know you've been asking me for a lot of the matchups today. Nick Fortes from Marlins sources tell The Athletic Fortes 28 would replace Danny Jensen. Okay, so Nick Fortes would be in discussion. Okay, I got you. But who's going to play for the Rays tonight at the catcher position? Who do we think it tonight? Phillies or White Sox? Phillies. Yeah, you and everybody else wouldn't be upset there, Jack. But I mean, who plays? I guess you could play Rosario in his place. It's not really favorable, but you could play Rosario. All right, let's get into these predictions. Let's talk about predictions, people, for tonight's game. For Thace, I think is how it's pronounced. He's catching. Okay, cool. So Thace instead of Jensen. Thanks for that. Matt Thace. He was on the Angels last season. Okay. So Cam Schlittler, folks. How does Cam Schlittler do tonight? What do we got for Cam Schlittler? Yeah, Jesus Rodriguez. What do we got for yeah, probably Giku. The bat's still a bit of a problem, though. Rockies or Guardians? Guardians. Yo, Ace, what up, man? Shout out to my guy, Ace. Shout out to the Ace Avenue. Make sure you go check him out. Saw his fantastic 4 review. You're going live tonight for the game, right? There, Ace. Jake says he thinks 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Five with 3 earned runs, 6 Ks, 6 1/3, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts for Schlittler. Okay. Another one added to Schlittler's list. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Okay. Sandwich for dinner for Bill. Oh, dang. All right, word. You're going live. Cool. Yo, Ace, because Petruzzi made that comment, if you tell me to take his wrench away, I will. Just say the word. Who's that? Oh, Schlittler's name. Yeah, it is a pretty cool name. 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch. Okay. Good prediction. Yeah, Ace, he loves you too much. Maybe a little too much. Drop your Cam Schlittler predictions. Let's go, folks. What do y'all got? Schlittler. You know what? I got him going 4 innings. Yeah, 4 innings. I think he'll have 4 strikeouts, couple of walks, and he'll give up 1 run. I think that seems pretty reasonable. Let me know about your predictions for Schlittler. 5 innings, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, no hit by pitches. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say, Petruzzi. But yeah, I got 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, couple of walks. I think he gives up a run. More predictions. Susan saying 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, gives up 3 runs, 3 walks. Ronnie says 5 2/3. 2 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Jack Franzino's going 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and most importantly, a W. 6 innings, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, loads the bases 2 times. Jackson's going 6 innings, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. Wow, Sunil. Look, I mean, that's where I would want Volpe to be. 250 with 20 home runs. I mean, he's nowhere near that right now. Batting average, he's nowhere near that. So, dang, John the Beagle Dad is obsessed with F1. Yeah, I hope so, Matthew. I'd be excited if they made a trade while I was calling the game, or even if they made a trade right now during this pregame stream that I'm doing. Yikes, Jake. Yeah, that's painful. All right. What do we got? What do we got for double plays? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? What do we got for double plays? What's everybody's double play predictions? What do we got for double plays? Rodney's going 2. Jackson's going 3. Matthew says 2 double plays for the Yankees, 3 for Tampa. Bill is going 2. Elsa's dad. What's going on? So tomorrow I'm really worried about Tampa Bay's Boyle. He can throw 7 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks. Yeah, and who's tomorrow? Is it Max Fried tomorrow? Or Will Warren? Elsa's dad's going 2 double plays. Susan's going 3 double plays all by Volpe. Oh boy. 2 from Elsa's dad, 0 from nosebleed section. Fried is tomorrow. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Thank you. Caminero gets 2 double plays. Okay. Yeah, I'll stick with 1. I'll stick with 1 double play. I think the Yankees are going to hit into 1 double play. That's what I think. I mean, if they hit into 2, would I be surprised? Not necessarily, but I could see them hitting into 2 double plays or 1 double play. 2 is a possibility, but I'm going to stick with 1. Yeah, well, Fried hasn't looked good, but it also doesn't help that the defense behind him has been sucking too. But yeah, he has been struggling as of late, but it's going to happen with every good starter. I mean, it doesn't matter who the pitcher is, or even the good ones struggle, unfortunately. But the defense behind him doesn't help either. And he has that blister, which is not helping him either. But Fear 3 is more likely. I got some. They could field. I mean, they're not bad. What's up, SGA? Matthew, I would love for them to go after 3 bullpen arms, but it might end up being 2. They need help in that bullpen. What's up, Sabine? Yes, we are live. Good to see you, Sabine. How are you? She has appeared. Yeah, they need Luis Hill back, but Luis Hill is pitching tomorrow. Then that'll be his final rehab start, and then they'll get him back into the rotation. I'd imagine they would have him pitch in the game against the Marlins in that series. So the game is at 5:05. Oh, with McMahon, they should definitely have better defense. Great to have you, Sabine. What's going on? All right, home run predictions, folks. What do you all got for home runs? We're at the home run section, but thank you for sharing your food. Homemade manicotti with fresh mozzarella. Nice. Nice. I'd rather have Kelly if I had to pitch or if I had to pick, and he would strictly be a rental. So, home run predictions. Drop your home run predictions, folks. So, Big G, Stanton. Okay, Sabine's going Big G too. So, Belly, Dominguez, and Jazz. $17 double plays by Volpe, JT. Oh my God. Twin, Jazz, and Belly. Left-hander closer, Suter. Haven't heard that name mentioned. Maybe Belly again. Belly and McMahon. Okay. You don't think Rasmussen will allow Homer? Fair enough. McMahon from Jake Boss. Belly and McMahon. Stanton, Bellinger, Grisham, Sleeper, Jazz, 4 dingers. So Volpe, Chisholm, Grisham, and McMahon. Belly, Wells, McMahon versus the Yankee. So Jack is feeling good about tonight's game. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go Big G. Big G. I'm gonna go Big G. Belly McMahon. You're changing Jazz out for McMahon, okay? Yeah, Rasmussen is a good pitcher. Like I said, he's a good pitcher. Last time he pitched against the Yankees, did fairly decent. I think he went like 5 2/3. He struck out like 6 or 7 guys. He gave up the 1 run. Yankees ended up winning that game 1-0, oddly enough. So let's see what happens this time. Rosario on the pinch hit. Sin Suter, a whip of less than 1.2. Okay. McMahon from Egyptian. 0 home runs. Okay. Understood. Yeah, Suter is under team control this season. He has a club option for 2026. Wells is, yes, he is in the lineup. So you said you're saying Wells. I was predicting home run predictions. That's where we're at right now is our home run predictions. So let me know your home run predictions, and we'll move on. Trying to see if there's any other like updates or anything like that. So nothing yet. Apparently, Rays are close to acquiring catcher Nick Fortes. Okay. I know you guys shared that, so it sounds like they're getting close. Kevin Rosenthal put that out. Better catch to a rookie pitcher. I like Wells in this case because honestly, Wells. Look, I like Escara, but I like Wells because he does call a good game behind the plate. He has a good relationship with the pitchers. He's got good chemistry with those guys. He calls a good game behind the plate. Razor crying Nick Fortes, okay, or only 1 home run tonight for Yanks, okay. Wells' weakness, honestly, is just really his arm, man. I mean, and his bat could be a lot better. But Wells calls a good game, though. I mean, he calls a good game behind the plate. All right, let's get into score predictions, folks. What's tonight's score going to be? What is the score for tonight's game? Matthew's got 5-2. The Rays are going to pull this one out 3-1. Okay, Jake. Seven five from Sabine. All right. 8-4 from Jack. Walk-off 3-run home run from McMahon. Nice. To the right side of the short porch. Jackson's going 3-2 Rays. Who else we got? What other scores we got? Yeah, Tigers traded for Chris Paddock. 5-2 from Elsa's dad, 6-4 from Sunil. 5-2, 5-4. What were the other score predictions? 3-2, 8-4, 7-5. You know what? I'm gonna go 5-4. I'm gonna go 5-4. That's gonna be my score prediction for tonight. I'll go 5-4. Five four. Nosebleeds going 5-3. The bullpen is what's going to blow it for them in today's game if they lose. And it all depends on a bullpen. 5-1. Rays on Schlitz list tonight, baby. Nice. 5-3 from Evan. Should go 6 tonight with 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and let's get the win tonight. Hit third start. 2-0 or Schlittler's mom. Any other score predictions? I'm gonna say 5-4. It's hard to make these score predictions, but they're just fun. They're just fun, you know. Yankee. All right. Robert says Yankees win 6-4. Okay. All right. Let's get into the last part of the segment of the show. It's everybody's favorite part, which is food. What are y'all doing for food tonight? What's for dinner? What are y'all snacking on? What are y'all munching on? Anybody having ice cream? I had some wings earlier, so I'm good for a little while. Those wings did hit the spot, no doubt. Victory dance prediction 5-2 like the Gopher and Caddyshack. Pizza, nice. Barbecue ribs, nice. Nice, dude. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Popcorn and some ice cream. Okay. Yes, we know about you and Twizzlers. You got some Chipotle coming. Guac and tacos. Oh, you're in Las Vegas. Oh, cool. Okay. Susan's trying to forget about the ice cream in her freezer. Monacat, pig wings are the best. Pistachio ice cream or mango for dessert. Ooh. Pistachio ice cream is actually really good. I freaking love pistachio ice cream. Maybe some pasta, some yogurt for Rodney. Okay, pasta for Evan. What else we got for food, people? What else we thinking for food? Yeah, as long as they're separate there, Sunil. What else is on the menu, people? Game's going to start here in a little over 20 minutes. He won't tell you, Rodney. Yeah, Chris Bubich, folks. He's gonna miss the rest of the season with a left rotator rotator cuff strain. Another pitcher out. Baklava ice cream. I've seen my older brother do baklava with whipped cream. I just like baklava on its own, bro. Okay, you're doing Chinese? All right. A burrito for Giku? Okay. Yeah, the pitchers they just keep dropping like flies. It happens every season too. It's just insane. Yeah, imagine me eating ice cream while I'm doing the play-by-play. People are just gonna be like, "Look at that fat dude who's eating his ice cream while he's doing the play-by-play." I might get more people to tune in. Who knows? Matthew Boyd versus Jacob tonight for Cubs Brewers. Should be a good matchup. Rodney. Yes, indeed. But folks, I am gonna probably end things right here with this pregame live stream, so that way I could get ready for the play-by-play for tonight's game between the Yankees and Rays. As always, I do appreciate you folks coming on and being lively as always and giving great support as always. Appreciate the support from all of you and appreciate that give back always. So I don't remember it either, Susan, but this is insane. This is just insane. But again, conversation for a different day. I don't know. Oh, I appreciate it, Ronnie. Yeah, myself, Ace, and Jason from 161. Yeah, it was a good time last night with those guys on Jason's channel. Definitely a great time. But are you talking about Little Man Ice Cream, Sabine? I think that's what you're talking about. But with that being said, I'll see you all here in about 15 minutes. Thank you all for hanging out. As always, make sure you all hit that like button on the way out if you haven't yet. If you're watching this on a rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We're slowly on the road to 2,000. We're not far away. This channel is not far away. So let's get to that 2,000 sub. And then we'll work towards 3,000, but we got to get to 2,000 first. Keep sharing this channel out, folks. Thank you all very much for tuning in, and I'll see you all in 15 minutes. Enjoy your Monday night. And as always, let's go Yankees.